If you live in a big city long enough, you learn two kinds of doors. The ones everyone uses, and the ones you only notice once, right before they vanish. The night our group text pinged with 3 words. Found it. Finally. We followed a door we should have ignored. It was signed Cass. Cass had been missing for 3 years. I'm Maya, 29, freelance producer for a true crime podcast that pays me in panic attacks and bus fare. We used to be 5. Me, Jordan, an EMT, and my on-again, off-again. Liv, a barista with a half-written novel. Theo, a software guy with a moral compass that points wherever the wind's paying. And Cass, our gravity. Then one night, Cass vanished after texting me. Be safe. Call you later, she never did. Tonight, at 12:54 a.m., a new message. Found it. 13th, Essex Crosby, 1:13 a.m. Come alone. We didn't come alone. We came the way we always do. Together, late, and not ready. Essex Crosby Station wears the city's insomnia like perfume. Scuffed tile, humming lights, a kiosk warming stale pastries no one admits to liking. 2 workers argue about coffee. The clock clicks to 1:11. Then 1:12. A train ghosts by without stopping. At 1:13, the northbound escalator stutters and stops mid-climb. Between 2 staircases that never ran parallel before, we see a third. Narrow. Unmarked. At the top, a municipal green door with a faded hazard stripe and a crooked stencil. Exit 13. It wasn't there 10 seconds ago. The latch gives with a quiet, engineered snick. Inside, a service hall, fluorescent hum, another door. Beyond it, our platform, copied and emptied. Same bench, same bin. No people, no announcements. Screens flicker to static. The pillar sign has shed letters. ESS-X-CROS-. Theo says it's a mirror. Jordan says maintenance. Liv says nothing, just watches, like the room might confess something. The ad screens change. Not ads us. A photo from Cass's last birthday. Liv's hair longer. Jordan's smile unguarded. Theo's arm around Cass. Me mid-blink, mid-sentence. The kind of ordinary that hurts to look at. Then a clip. A shin-level stairwell shot. A hand on the rail. Cass's rings flashing. Her laugh, close to the mic. Okay. Found it. The clip ends on a metal door. B13. Jordan whispers, we should go. Liv says, we owe her father. They look at me like I might have an answer. I have a secret instead. At the far end, a second green door. Warm handle, as if someone just let go. The hollow city outside, but not. A side street wearing our city's face like a mannequin wears a dress. Sodium lights with rain halos. Signs almost make words. DR-SS-DEN-. Our skyline sits crooked, like a jigsaw piece paused. Painted arrows on the asphalt don't point left or right. They point between. A newsstand holds a single, wet ink paper. The headline slurs as you read, Local WOM, N-Van, She's, FR, NDS Rem, In Psi NT. The photo is us at the vigil, hands around 2 hot cups, eyes practicing bravery. It knows too much, Theo mutters. It knows exactly what we gave it, Liv says. Jordan's EMT radio crackles with a ghost of dispatch. Unfounded. Repeat. Like the sound got tired halfway to meaning. I say, we came for Cass, not commentary. At the stairwell ahead, the stencil is E13. Exit, entrance, equal sign. The screens wake. Cass, on the bottom step, arms around her knees. She says softly, it's not a place, it's a pattern. It opens when you stop telling the truth. She looks into the lens. Hi, Maya. If you're watching, you finally came. 3 faces turn to me. Kind. Unsparing. Nowhere to go. I tell them everything. The photo Cass sent me the night she vanished. The meet-up I arranged. The argument. Theo and Cass. The door between floors. Cass saying, "I'll show you, and you'll understand." Me not following. Me rehearsing reasons so I wouldn't have to say the word afraid. Silence flattens the stairwell. The door clicks open like we've accidentally said the right password. We enter a terminal that could be a mall if a mall had given up. Frozen escalators, plants the color of government paint, an arrivals board with flip letters listing names. Under each, 2 columns, numbers adding and subtracting at once. At a long counter sits an attendant. Nameplate, attendant. "We're looking for our friend," Liv says. "Most are," the attendant replies gently. She gestures at the board. Under Maya Collins, debits, truth withheld, ×1. Credits, searched times, 0. I flinch. Under Theo Marin, debits, lines crossed ×3. Loyalties sold ×2. Under Jordan Vale, debits, avoidance ×4. Under Liv Hart, credits, kept watch ×6. Showed up ×5. Hurt honestly ×3. "Where is Cass?" Jordan asks. "Upstairs, downstairs, between," the attendant says, consulting a ledger the size of a coffin. "She is in E13 until her account balances." "We'll pay," Theo blurts. "You already are," she says. The door opens when the bill arrives. "What's the bill?" I ask. "Whatever was withheld, whatever was taken, whatever was owed." "Settle it." And someone walks. She pauses. Or a body does. Theo steps forward. "Take me." I lied to her the most. The board flips. Credits. Offered to stay ×1. Debits don't drop to 0. "It isn't a vending machine," the attendant says. Jordan asks, "What do we do?" "Tell the truth where it alters the night. Return what you took, even in silence. Leave what won't follow you back. We don't split up. We promise." We open the corridor of 4 doors. Each bears our names, as if the building grew around them. Room, Maya. A radio studio. The on-air light glows. Behind glass, a black-sealed evidence bag. My old recorder, the one from the night she vanished. The one I lost. I press play. My younger voice, too clever by half. "It'll be like This American Life, but sadder." Cass. "You think everything becomes a story when you're ready to tell it. You never tell it when someone else needs to hear it." I speak into the empty room. I will tell it exactly as it happened. Not the way it makes me look good. I leave the recorder on the desk. The board chimes. Credits. Confessed 1. Evidence returned 1. Room. Theo. A glass cube conference room. On the table, a cash box and a stack of NDAS. On the walls, looping receipts, DMs, invoices, pitches where he monetized crises. He opens the cash box. Inside, a key. He pockets it, hesitates, puts it back. Credits. Returned leverage ×1. A single debit drops. "I'm not asking forgiveness," he says, "but I can carry weight." Room, Jordan. A living room that looks like his. An unplugged TV scrolls call types. Domestic/deferred. Wellness check/later. Follow-up/unscheduled. He sits on the floor, opens his medic bag, finds a note card with my name and the night she vanished. A single unchecked box. Call Maya back. He checks it. He calls my phone and lets it ring. Then says into the air, "I'm asking now. I won't leave you alone with the answers." Credits. Showed up ×1. Debits. Avoidance -1. Room. Live a cafe at closing. Tip jar. An accordion folder full of her stories about Cass that she never showed anyone. A pastry case sign reads "Speak." She fills an envelope labeled for Cass's mother with printed pages and marginal notes. Where she tried to forget, where she couldn't. Credits. Witnessed ×1. Kept watch ×1. 1 debit self-silencing -1. At the end waits one last door. No name, just 13. The stairwell from the photo. Cass's hand on the rail might as well be burned into the metal. At the bottom, a small concrete room. Chalk tallies on the wall. A pallet, a blanket. We lift the blanket. It is CASS. Not a riddle. Not a ghost. After. There's a nick where her ring sat, and her ring lies beside her hand like a period. Jordan's voice clicks into EMT cadence. We can carry her. We do. Together. We climb. The building groans like the city after the last train. At the atrium, the attendant is standing. Ledger closed. Accounts reconciled, she says. The board flips beside Cassandra James. Found. We carry Cass through E13 to the hollow street, through B13, through exit 13, and into fluorescent ordinary. The escalator hums alive. The workers are still arguing about coffee. The clock reads 1:14. The wall where the door was is only wall now. Jordan radios it in. Police, detectives, calls to a mother who thanks a crowd through tears for being the kind of city that stays. We tell the truth. All of it. Cass's mother holds my face and says, "Thank you for going where I couldn't. It should have ended there." 2 days later, I bring flowers to the platform. Not to the door, there is no door, but to the place she said, "You'll understand." There's an elevator now where a maintenance closet used to be. Labels, B/L/2/M. Between B and L, a thin blank where a button would go. Someone has scratched a faint 13 there, like a rumor trying to be a word. I step back. The down escalator stutters. The station hums like it learned a private joke. My phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Found it. Finally, 13th, Essex Crosby, 1:13 a.m. Come alone. Another buzz. A photo. Me walking towards the elevator. Timestamp. Tomorrow. I tell myself I didn't go. I will tell you I didn't. I turned. I left. I ran until my lungs burned. At 1:13 a.m., Jordan's phone chimes. Found it. Liv's 13th. Theo's. Come alone. They all text me. Don't go. I never get the messages. At dawn, 3 of us meet on the platform. Jordan, Liv, Theo. The 4th does not. A notice blooms on the pillar. Missing over my face. The station tapes up a new camera angle. The elevator doors open to an empty cab. The detective shrugs that gentle shrug. Sometimes the city swallows people. It is closed to them. Ledger balanced. Toll paid. But if you stand at Essex Crosby when the station is between yawns, you can hear a faint voice behind the escalator, speaking into an old recorder. Tell it exactly as it happened. Not the way it makes you look good. On the elevator panel, the metal scratch does not read 13 anymore. If you catch the light just right, it reads ME. Thank you for watching, and if you want more Saturn stories, then subscribe and stay tuned for more.